Epcot, though, had recently spoken about an attraction that was coming our direction that no longer seems to be on anybody's planning map. Anybody's to come anymore. Anybody's to come list, rather, anymore. And that is because so much of the Epcot revitalization, the next generation of what Epcot was going to become, has been cut, trimmed for budgetary purposes coming out of the pandemic shutdown. And this past week, we got an idea as to what certain concept art looked like for a certain attraction that was supposed to be coming our way. Yahoo News reports that the alleged concept art for the Mary Poppins attraction that would have been built in the UK Pavilion at Epcot has been leaked. The concept art comes from the professional portfolio of a man who was under contract to Walt Disney Imagineering in 2019 when plans for this new attraction would have been in the concept stage. While concept art certainly doesn't go into detail, what we have here appears to be a spinning ride that is done completely indoors that allows for greater control of the environment and what looks to be projection mapping effects on the walls and each of the spinning ride vehicles, allowing animated characters to come to life around the guests. Before the pandemic, a special video presentation at Epcot included a mention of this new attraction, but when the park reopened, references to it, as well as an update to Spaceship Earth, were gone. At the time, Disney said it had decided to postpone development of the Mary Poppins attraction, and at this point, there's no expectation that the planned attraction will ever happen. But we now have an idea as to what it would have been like. Katrina, your reaction to this alleged leaked concept art, I know it kind of took social media by storm this past week. This is what we were going to get, huh?
Whew. We dodged a bullet on that one, you guys. It is hideous. I hate it. I love Mary Poppins. In the past shows, I always have to bring it up. Mary Poppins attraction, what happened to it? It got axed. It could have been great. Thank God we didn't get it and they didn't listen to me. It is horrible. It's Chapek era cheap. It is cookie cutter. I don't like it. I don't even know why they created something like this. It's horrible. I see imagination in there a little bit, but I feel like you could do so much more with a Mary Poppins attraction.
Amen.
And you have the queue, you can see the queue going in, so you're going through the house, and then you're going into the bowl. I don't know how you're going to go into the bowl, but you get to go in there, and then that's when you do the teacup ride, and then you leave with the bowl ride, right? Because you're not riding a teacup, I think, right? And then you leave. Yeah. But it's just so gross. It has no imagination. I can't. I was I would have just sat through a screening of some Mary Poppins thing instead of riding this stupid ride.
A behind the scenes of Mary Poppins.
Yeah. That's what I would have watched. I was with Emily Blunt or something talking to Julie Andrews. I would sit there all day.
I'm down for that. Who doesn't love Julie Andrews? She's
queen.
So charming. Oh yeah, she's amazing. She is a queen.
That was my mantra during the wedding when I was stressed. I was like, what would Julie do?
Oh.
Kept my cool, man.
Queen Clarice, and I'll tell you, Tyler and Katrina, they had this beautiful villa that they were in during the wedding at the property we were at. And there was a staircase that came down, and it reminded me of the Princess Diaries and sort of where Queen Clarice was at in San Francisco. And I was just like, this whole thing, it was meant to be.
I know. I walked down. I was like, I'm right here, please. And oh my God, it was so much fun. But yeah, that staircase. That's the reason why I wanted it so much. I went a little over budget just so I could get it for staircase shots. But man, it was great. Can't wait.
Totally worth it.
But yeah, it's just this ride. I was like, I know what they were doing with Spaceship Earth, and I was really excited about the refurbishment of it and adding that new little scene because it just created something. But oh man, I just can't. When Tyler showed me, I was so livid. I was like, I can't. What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Chapek? Thank God.
Hey,
bye.
Yeah, the fact that it has been cut out of existence was done so for a reason, it looks like.
Ooh,
and you're right. We dodged a bullet, that's for sure. Garrett, what type of attraction should Mary Poppins get at Epcot when and if it ever gets greenlit again?
A deserving one of the title that is Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is a IP that Disney has had since, Walt was alive. He worked with Julie Andrews, giving her this amazing role. And, Mary Poppins is practically perfect in every way. Should we not give her an attraction that is practically perfect in every way? A teacups-esque ride is not practically perfect. Like, when I go back to my childhood and I think of watching Mary Poppins, or even the new one, you get bright colors, vivid imagery, and, these amazing scenes, whether you are jumping into a, drawing on the walkway, or, you're walking down Cherry Tree Lane, or you're floating down from the sky. There are just so many vivid images you get. And I would love a trackless ride system where you are either on like a carousel horse, like in the original Mary Poppins, and you go through the different scenes that Mary and Bert went on and the original. Because Mary Poppins Returns is amazing, but the original for me with Julie Andrews is pure perfection. It had everything that you wanted. And I would have loved to go down Cherry Tree Lane, and then, the Admiral, he shoots off a cannon, which I'm pretty sure breaks a few HOA rules. But that's neither here nor there. But here, because I remember they're like, it's almost gone. And then everyone holds different things. Then it goes off and they catch everything. Being in a scene like that and seeing like, dust fall down, I think that would be so fun. Or, you sing Chim Chim Cheree, or, you hang with Uncle Andrew and I love to love, like, use the scenes of the movie and make the ride vehicles dance to them. There are so many great songs that you could have the ride vehicles dance to. Heck, I would love to be in a vehicle and then dance with a penguin, like all that. The teacups just don't do Mary Poppins justice. It is a cute idea, but I think if that would have cost $50 million to build, that is a waste of $50 million. Like, you know what? You can keep that ride. Give us Spaceship Earth, or give us, the 3-tier, festival center. But Mary Poppins should be getting an attraction that's practically perfect in every way.
Oh, like a Peter Pan one, where you're like flying from above with like on an umbrella.
Oh, that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm all for it. And in the queue, you could easily have, like, you don't need to have the characters from the movie, but you could have, the cane talking to you because her umbrella, it does talk to you, or, something happening out of her bag. Imagineering could go crazy with like the elements that make Mary Poppins so magical. But yeah, teacups just aren't
for
in.
Imagineer. Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll take over Imagineering. I failed calculus too, but I don't think that's necessary.
You got the imagination.
I do. I got the imagination, just no technical training, but I can do it. I'll run. Yeah. I'll run Imagineering. Tyler's got the CEO ship, and we will bring this empire to the next era.
I'm just here to smile and support.
The plot is there. That's right. Yes. We need that support. Yeah. You got that right. And I'll tell you too that I'm all for more kid-friendly rides at EPCOT. Certainly, it needs that. Yeah. Certainly, I'm sure most kids that go to EPCOT are mortified and just really disappointed because there's so many other parks that they could be going to that have a lot more sort of thrill attractions, a lot more fun things for them to do.
Living with the Land is not a thrill attraction.
I'm not saying that there are.
Sometimes people are in there. That's exciting.
There are not a handful of things you could go on to make thrill attractions, but more kid-friendly rides in a space like EPCOT are always welcome. However, an iconic character like Mary Poppins, to have not had something for her yet, and to make this what you are going to do, I'm glad it was canceled too. And hopefully we will see something far more better suited for Mary in the future.
Like the first Mary Poppins. I love Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
We need to honor Julie Andrews more. I mean, you took her away from us, from Hollywood Studios, so you have to give her something.
That's right. Yeah. I still get a little bit of her over there at Walt Disney One Man's Dream. She narrates the film. Yeah. Still get that. So at least she's around there. But you let us know, what should the Mary Poppins attraction of the future be like? We'd love to hear from you in the comments.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.